The Supreme Court is hearing the petition on the VVPAT case right now. It is scheduled to pass directions on petitions which are seeking 100% cross-verification of vote count in the EVMs with VVPAT slips. That hearing is underway right now. The top court has asked a few questions. In fact, the Supreme Court has asked for more information on the EVM VVPAT case. The Supreme Court has called the Election Commission officer at 2 p.m. today, and they said that they needed more information. They also put out a question saying that is Microcontroller the controlling unit or the VVPAT itself? Now, under the current system, VVPAT paper slips of 5 randomly selected EVMs in each assembly constituency or each assembly segment in a parliamentary constituency are physically verified. Now, in its response to petition seeking VVPAT verification of all votes, the poll body has pointed out previously to the manpower and infrastructure challenges. Aishwarya Jain joins us to give us more details. Aishwarya, the Supreme Court has called the Election Commission officer at 2 p.m. today. What sort of clarification is the Supreme Court seeking?
Well, remember on 18th of April, it was the Supreme Court of India who reserved its judgment on the entire petition that was filed by the ADR on the clarification of VVPAT and the verification regarding the usage of the VVPATs and EVMs. Now, today the judgment was about to be delivered, but it was the Supreme Court of India, the judges over there clearly had stated that they need more clarification into the micro-blocking chip that is used in the VVPATs or the EVMs, and therefore the reason perhaps to seek that clarity, it was the Supreme Court of India who had ordered the ECI officials to be present in the court at around 2 p.m. Now, what clarity is Supreme Court looking forward to is something that we need to understand. Number one, this micro-blogging, this microcontroller chip, whether this has the storage of 45 days or 60 days, whether this is a one-time programmer or this can be reused multiple times or not. Certainly, it was earlier stated to the Supreme Court that only within 30 days an election plea can be filed, but later it was clarified by the Supreme Court that according to the Section 80 of Representations of People Act, the election plea can be filed for 45 days. Then this storage must have at least a time period of 60 days to have the storage kept in that. So all of these technicalities Supreme Court want to understand as far as the mechanism of the machine is concerned, and only after the Supreme Court will deliver at 2 p.m. we've been told that the ECI technical officials have been called by the Supreme Court, and there they will seek more clarity, and after that the judgment can arrive.
All right, Aishwarya Jain, thank you very much for getting us all those details. In fact, we are also joined by M. Satyakumar, an advocate of the Supreme Court. Mr. Kumar, simplify this for our viewers. What is the clarity that Supreme Court needs at this particular point, especially with respect to the mechanism of the machine?
Yes, if you see the VVPAT, the petition, especially concerning the EVM, what essentially the Supreme Court is looking at is looking at the authenticity of the votes. Point number one. Point number two, what are the control measures that the ECI has involved itself with respect to electronic voting machines? And it wants the Supreme Court also wants to understand the working of the EVM, because everybody casts their vote in the EVM, but less that the people will know how the EVM itself works. Now, this petition, which is filed in the Supreme Court, is going to give a lot of clarity to the citizens of this country at this juncture, because election polling is going on, and every educated and the poor and everybody is voting should know that this how the EVM works in the first place. No, that is the reason the top court has asked the functioning of the EVM. Second important thing is also that there is a particular component. There's a particular component in the EVM wherein the vote, that microchip which they are using for voting, whether that microchip is can be modified, that is that can be deleted, whether the data in the microchip can be deleted, or if so, how many days it takes for deletion. All those things are being now questioned in the court, and this is a very important petition where the citizens should understand the ingredients of this matter, because it is concerning the electoral process. I think it's in the right time this question is being asked, but the petition is being filed in the Supreme Court, and I hope the ECI today, when they're going to come at 2 p.m., they're going to speak about the working of the EVM.
Mr. Kumar, another side of the story is, and this is what the Election Commission has also pointed out the last time around, that such a step, 100% verification of the VVPAT slips, that would delay the counting process. Now, will the Supreme Court consider this particular side as well?
Definitely, considering now today is a technology world where artificial intelligence are now penetrated into different technology. I'm very sure even the Election Commission will be considering to implement artificial intelligence with respect to verification of the voting slips. So 100% verification may not be at this time possible, but we are waiting for the ECI to respond on this petition. So that we have to see what is the modus operandi that they are going to, or justification that they are going to give with respect to sample tests that they are doing now for I think it is about 5 booths that they are doing as a sample test with respect to EVM. I think the samples may be extended more. Maybe the 100% verification may not be possible, but what are the modus operandi or the mechanics in which the verification can be done? Maybe replied by the ECI in the days to come for the petition that is being filed in the Supreme Court.
All right, Mr.